Hello there, my name's Sophie and welcome to my TBR. I am filming this to hold myself accountable because I don't know how many books are in this pile, but I want to get through them. It is 2019 and I have had a decent amount of these books since 2018, maybe earlier. And it's not a big pile, but it's definitely a pile that has been kind of looming at me and staring at me and making me feel bad. But it is 2019, I'm gonna do it. I read 100 books last year. I can do it again this year, or I can get through the pile. Either one. I have a cup of tea in this sick-ass Hercules mug, and we're going to get to it. There are quite a few series in this pile, but I'm not doing anything chronologically or in any given order, so I'm just going to pick them up as I go, but the first one is a series. The Dirk Gently series. I watched the TV show, fell completely in love, and I just had to pick up the books, and it's by Douglas Adams, and last year I read all 5 of his Hitchhiker's Guide books and I fell in love as well there, so it's a win-win. The first one is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Second one is The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul, which is such a great name. And the last one is The Sandman of Doubt. Now, I've kind of already started this one. I got, like, that much through it, but I had to put it down because I had other stuff to read, so this is kind of like the first on the list to read. Next, I think, is a middle grade, or like a young adult, I'm not entirely sure, but that is A Skinful of Shadows by Frances Hardinger, maybe, but this is just kind of about, I actually can't remember, I bought this so long ago, but reading the blurb, it's someone finds out that they have like a ghost or a demon in them, and then they have to either live with it or get rid of them, and I'm not gonna lie, I was just entranced by the cover. Like, you have an owl, some really pretty typography, and then all the pretty metallic stuff going on, so that should be very, very interesting. Again, I picked this up and it's quite small writing, and it's quite a thick book, so I don't know. The next one is one I've wanted to kind of pick up for a while, and I actually got this in, if you live in the UK, The Works, and it's A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin, and it's the first in the Earthsea series, I'm assuming. Like, I've seen like the big bind-ups in Waterstones, so I was like, well, this is cheap, I'm gonna get it, see if I like it, because I don't know, I guess this is also middle grade. I really love middle grade books. I think the stories are wonderful. And this is about Jed, who went as a wizard school to learn the rules of magic. And honestly, that sounds great. Especially considering it's a wizard school that's not Hogwarts, and I really love seeing like the differences that people have. So yeah, that should be good. Also, the cover is very beautiful. The next one I just picked up because of its sprayed edges, I'm not gonna lie, and that is Eveleth by Sarah Holland. I've seen mixed reviews about this. It's about someone, like, you give your blood to regain time, or something, like blood means time, or something like that. I got it because of the sprayed edges. I've seen mixed reviews. Like, there's nothing that people have been like, it's awful, blah blah blah, but it's been like, it's okay to, yeah, so, I don't know. I'm gonna get to it, but it might be lower on the list to read. Next one is an old one, and another one that I picked up in the works, and it is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, and the cover is so good. I love the art. Well, it's The Jungle Book. It's about a kid named Mowgli in the jungle, and he has to battle Shere Khan, and yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I love the movie. It's classic Disney, so this should be good. It's, again, another middle grade, so what can go wrong? Another series that I haven't read yet because I don't have the third one, and that is The Legend of Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Promise, Part 1 and Part 2. Haven't read them because I don't have the third one, and I don't want to get so caught up and then be left on a cliffhanger, because I love Avatar The Last Airbender, the whole series, so much, and I love The Legend of Korra so much, and I just have never had the money to buy the comics because they can get pretty expensive. But I found like cheap ones on Amazon. I don't really like buying books from Amazon because you have to like bookshops are dying and it's awful, but like I saw these going for like 20 quid in other places. So Amazon it was, and I had a gift card, so it wasn't my money technically. But yeah, I'm so excited. I love this world and I can't wait to dive back in, and it'll probably prompt me to rewatch the series as well. The next one I actually picked up in HMV along with a couple of others, which is quite surprising, but you know, by the checkouts they have like books and stuff, and that is Oscar Wilde, The Count of Ill Ghost, The Happy Prince, and Other Stories. And I've been meaning to read Oscar Wilde for a while. I read The Picture of Dorian Gray and hated it, but I really liked his writing, and I also like that he is like a gay icon because LGBT. But I'm excited. Short stories you can never go wrong with, because obviously you can just up and over in a flash. And I also remember watching like quite an old film of The Count of Ill Ghost and really enjoyed it. So that should be good. Also, this cover is just very nice. The next one I also got from HMV, it is Drunky by Williams S. Burroughs. I think that's how you pronounce it. I remember really wanting to read this when I was in like the thick of my emo phase when I was about 16. But even then I was a bit like, it might be a bit old for me, because apparently I knew my boundaries. Yeah, I guess it's just him chatting about drugs and stuff. And as someone who doesn't do them, I think this is going to be really interesting. Also, it's stunning. I won't show you the back because needles. But yes, I'm quite excited to read this. Especially because I got it for like 3 quid. Like, HMV coming through. Next one is also from HMV. It is Robbery, The Illustrated Man. And I've been wanting to read some Robbery work for a while. I don't really know what this one's about. I got it so long ago. Let me read the back. If El Greco were painted miniatures in his prime, no bigger than your hand, infinitely detailed with sulphurous colours and blah 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 blah. It just says at the end, blending magic, imagination and truth with Bradbury's rich storytelling skills and beautifully crafted imagery. These are startling and thought-provoking visions of humankind's destiny. And that sounds so interesting, especially because it's about the future and whatnot. So, you know, it's not exactly a chunk, which is great, but I'm excited. Again, probably lower on the list. The last one from HMV, I think, is another Ray Bradbury, and it's Fahrenheit 451. It's a classic, and I've been wanting to read it for a while, and I picked it up for like 2 for $5 in HMV, and the cover is like the classic one, and I really love it. It's so good. It's to do with book burning and stuff, I think, and I love that. I love that idea of dystopia. Like, I love that particular branch of dystopia, so I'm very, very excited. Next one is one that I got for my birthday, and I'm very excited about it. It is Jan Morris Conundrum, and it is a book about trans people, specifically about Jan Morris, who is a trans woman, and I'm trans, and I want to read more writers who are trans, because we need that rep. But yes, I think it's like a memoir cum autobiography, which I'm very excited about. The next one I got for very cheap in a little bookshop in York that's kind of like a bookshop cum cafe, and it's so sweet, and it is And Still I Rise by Maya Angelou, and I am so excited. I'm so here for poetry. I love poetry to bits, but I don't read enough of it, and I feel like she is one of the more prominent and important voices, so I'm excited to get to this and annotate the hell out of it. The next one is Dragonflight, the First Chronicle of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. McCaffrey? I don't know, but it's great. I picked it up because of the dragon, and I love dragons. I'm so here for dragons, I'm so here for fantasy, but apparently she classes her work as sci-fi because it's more scientific, which I adore. Crossover of the century. This is about a girl called Pern, and I guess her quest to become a dragon rider? That's so cool. I'm so here for it. I love it. Yes. Yes. The next one I actually got from a library sale, and it is The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents by Terry Pratchett. It's a Discworld story, and I am so here for it. I haven't read none of the Discworld series. I keep meaning to, but there's a lot, and it's very overwhelming. But yes, talking cats. Amazing. So I am excited, and I don't really like hardbacks, but this is so pretty, I don't care. The next is a big old series, and it is Heroes of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I love Rick Riordan. I recently, last year, read the Percy Jackson series, fell in love. I can't wait to read these, but I'm putting it off because I know how much I love it, and then I want to go buy the next books. So it's still in its binding, it's still in the plastic, but I can't wait. I think I got these from the Works as well for quite cheap. So, you know, the Works coming through for me. But yes, it includes Heroes of Olympus, The Blood of Olympus, Heroes of Olympus, The House of Hades, Heroes of Olympus, The Work of Athena, Heroes of Olympus, The Son of Neptune, and Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait to get back into this world. Next one is Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I read a C.S. Lewis library book last year, and I really enjoyed it, so a friend gave me this, and I'm very excited. I then have Edgar Allan Poe, The Murder in the Rue Morgue, and I know that this is the book that people go about because it's racist overtones or racist connotations, and I just kind of wanted to read it myself, and then I'll probably like give it to the library or something, but I kind of want to look at it from a critical perspective, not just read it. So yeah, I am apprehensive. Another middle grade, and it is The Wizard of Once by Clarissa Cowell, and I adore the How to Train Your Dragon series. I've been reading it for years. Where are you? It's here. It's one of my all-time favorite series. And when I saw that she had a new book out, I just couldn't help it. It's middle grade. It has a raven on the cover. It's all shiny, and I'm so excited. It's a chunker. It's an absolute chunk of a book, and I love it. I'm so excited. Again, it's about a young wizard boy, a young girl warrior, brought up as enemies, but they have been so busy fighting that an ancient evil has returned unannounced, and I can't wait. They're gonna be best friends, and it's gonna be so good, and I'm so excited. Another middle grade, because most of this is middle grade, and it is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis, the third book in the Narnia series, and I started reading the Narnia series last year. I don't know why I stopped when I got to here. I think I just, because the one before this was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I adored it so much I cried, and I don't want to cry again. I think that's what this is, but I can't wait. These are all little small books, and I am excited to read. Another middle grade, I think maybe this is the last one. I think. Can't guarantee. But it is The Wind of the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. And again, it's a classic. I can't wait to read it and find out the adventures of Mr. Toad and Mr. Mole. I remember like watching it and being vaguely creeped out because of the animation, because it was like weirdly 3D. So I'm excited to read it and find joy in the book and not be creeped out. The next one is one that I probably should have read by now while the hype was up, but I find that I can't read books while the hype is up, and that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and everyone and their mother knows what this book's about. I don't, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I've kind of skipped around people's reviews and stuff, but I'm excited for this. It's a chunk, and I'm excited, and it seems very in-depth, because on the back it just says, "They killed my mother, they took our magic, they tried to bury us, now we rise," and I'm so here for revolution stories. I love it so much. So, yes. The next one is Basara of Bad Dreams by Stephen King. It's just a good old thing of short stories. As you can see, I've marked off all the short stories. Stephen King, can't go wrong with a bit of Stephen King. Yeah, I read The Shining a while ago, and I found that I really liked his writing, even though I didn't think I would, so I just picked this up, and this has been on my shelf for a long ass time. Like 2 years, at least. So, I'm gonna get to this year, for sure. And the last one is another hyped one that I haven't got to, and that is Daughter of Smoke and Burn by Laini Taylor, and I can't remember what this was about. But I think, like, I just remember people really liking it, so I kind of picked it up. Again, it's probably one of the ones that are going to be lower on the list, but, you know, I'll get to it. So yes, that's it, my TBR for 2019. I'm going to read so many of them, hopefully all of them, can't guarantee that, but I'm going to try my best. So yeah, that's it. If you've watched this far, thank you for watching, and I will maybe see you in the next video. Bye!